Shalom, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Delonors the apostles, elders, and bishops, great millstone that taught us this word. Peace and salutations to hopeful elect across the planet Earth, pushing this truth and sincerity and the truth. And I just want to talk about the truth, this word, the understanding of this word, and how it's like a secret. It's known as also a hiding place. It's a secret to them that have the understanding, and it's also being hid to them that the Lord doesn't want. This truth is a secret, and it's also that comfort and that protection. Really, the truth is also a protection from the days to come, from that time of Jacob's trouble. But where scriptures say, the wisdom shall be the stability, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, man. So this truth is gonna be that rock and that stability that's gonna get you through the truth, man. And also through the Halbashim Yahushai, it's gonna hide you in that day. The first scripture is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Yeah, the prudent man foreseeth the evil. The prudent man being, the elect. They understand the times that they're in. They measure the times diligently in themselves, meaning they keep an eye out for the prophecies and the times that they're in. We know that evil day is coming, man. The ultimate evil day, the time of Jacob's trouble, as well as the hour of temptation, the pushing and being made mandatory of the mark of the beast. Well, he see that and he hideth himself. How is he hiding himself? By getting in this truth, involved in this word, man, and building up his faith in that day. Definition of prudent is wise, discerning, judicious, prudent with knowledge, deliberate, foreseeing, in a literal sense, foreseeing, just like what it says in the scriptures. A prudent man foreseeth the evil. That's the definition of, prophecy or prophet, is to see before. So a wise man, sees the evil coming before it happens, and he hideth himself, he prepares himself spiritually. He hideth himself by getting right with Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. But the simple pass on, or 2/3 of our people, and are punished. They hear the men out there on the street corners, warning them, giving them the warning from Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And what do? They ignore it. The simple pass on and are punished, and they're going to be punished, ultimately through death. So the Psalms 91:1, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The secret place is this truth, man. The names of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, praying to Yahweh Shai, understanding the secrets, of this book, understanding the wise sayings, the dark sayings, the understanding of this word, man. That's the secret place of the Most High. It shall abide under the shadow, the protection of the Almighty when all things break loose and goes to hell, because we're in that time, man. And I will say of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. Because Yahweh Shai is the word, man. He is my refuge, man. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, He's going to be your protection in that day. Not your money, not your gun, not your little bunker that you think that you're going to be safe in when all hell breaks loose. No, the Lord is going to be your refuge, your fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. That's the only one you trust in, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, in that day. No one else. You don't put your trust in your gun. Don't put trust in your money, because silver and gold is not going to be able to save you in that day, man. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence, man. The traps that are being sent up right here, man. and ultimately that noisome pestilence, that nuclear destruction. Scriptures say, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, a wind of destruction, man, that nuclear missile. He shall cover thee with his feathers. Under his wings shalt thou trust. His trust shall thou be thy shield and buckler. And them chariots, man. You know, when you see them chariots, man, look up, for your redemption draweth nigh, man. That's how the Lord's going to defend thee with them ships, man. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth by noonday. Yeah, that pestilence, man, of sickness and diseases. They declare that the bubonic plague or the Black Death, there's been someone in Los Angeles that died of that, or in California. They say he got it from a flea bite or something, you know. But hey, there's going to be all types of diseases and sicknesses out here that the Lord is going to protect you from as well. But only the prudent man is seeing it, man. He's seeing the evil as part of the evil. You know, the sicknesses that come, the pestilence that walk by night, and for that destruction that wasted at noonday. You know, that ultimate evil that's coming, man. 1,000 shall fall at thy right side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Yes, 1,000 shall fall, man, at thy sides, and 10,000 at thy right. But it's not going to come to thee. Why? Because you're going to be in them feathers, man. He's going to be covered by them feathers, which is in chariots. You're going to be in that ship, looking down, man. The elect, that is. So those missiles aren't going to touch you. Only thy eyes without shall behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Why? Because you made the Most High your protection. You know, you put your faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and He protected you. He delivered you. You know, He was your hiding place. You know, not the government. You know, Super said, woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. You're not going to find any. You're not going to be hid with FEMA. You know, you're not going to be hid with this government. You know, you're not going to be hid under your money system, how much you got saved up, how many investments you have, or whatnot. That's all gonna come to naught. Your true hiding place, your true protection, that secret place is this truth, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Psalm 64:2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Yeah, the secret counsel of the wicked. You know, we saw the whole councils, man, the whole think tanks on how to destroy the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, 2020, 2021, you know, C-19, that was just, you know, the beginning. And that was focused on who? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They straight up told you that this is here, that the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans were the main ones most susceptible to that disease, man. So y'all are the ones that need to go out here and get chipped or get the juice, as they say. And we're seeing again with these deportations. You know, you have all types of immigrants. You have Chinese immigrants, you know, Arab immigrants. Who are they going after? They're going after the Northern Kingdom, man. They're going after the Southern Kingdom, the Haitians, Caribbeans, you know. They're not going after the Chinese. I just saw on the news they're giving $10 million to, you know, to immigrant families, but it was a Chinese lady that was talking about it. Why are they giving the Chinese community immigrants, you know, $10 million under the guise of immigration, kids of immigration or something like that? But it was a Chinese woman, man. So they're not, you know, worried with, you know, the heathens. You know, they're coming after you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And Judah's gonna get it real soon too, man. It says, hide me from the secret counsel, because they're always coming up with something, you know, to get, you know, these Negroes, get these Latinos, man, to kill these people, man. from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows and shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. So they do their things in secret as well. But the prudent man sees that evil, man. The prudent man knows what he's doing, man. With these jabs, putting drugs in the neighborhoods. That was all CIA operation, man. So that's shooting they're shooting secret at the perfect. Suddenly they shoot at him and fear not. So yeah, everything's being done in secret, but the prudent man, the elect foreseeth the evil, man. They were hid with the protection of the Most High, man. The elect, Lord will, that secret place. Yeah, so that knowledge and that wisdom, that's going to be the stability. That's a secret. That's a secret thing. It says, Amos, not everyone can get this knowledge. Yahweh Shai loosened the seals to get the understanding. And we didn't get this understanding on our own. This is Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing but reveal it his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Yeah, and so this is a beautiful thing. So you don't want to take this truth, take advantage of this truth or being in this truth, man. Because Yahweh Shai, he is the word, man. He comes in the volume of the book. It's a very powerful thing, man. 2/3 of our people, they're not going to get this truth on this side, man. They're not going to be protected in that day. That's why they call it the time of Jacob's trouble. What's it for? Jacob, mainly. 2/3 of our people. That's for you. That's for the tribes to get messed up. Because the Lord has, 1,000 years to get these other nations, man. Jake has 1,000 years to get these other heathens, get that revenge on them, and get that revenge on Esau, ultimately. But this time right now that we're in, man, it's for you tribes, man. 2/3 of our people that aren't prudent, that don't love the Lord, man. That don't want the Lord to be, to be that secret place. They don't want to be under the shadow of the Almighty. They want to be under the shadow of Esau. And that's why they need to be destroyed. That's why, they're going to take that microchip, man. They're going to take that C hip, the mark of the beast, because they want to be under the shadow of Esau. If you take that chip, that's what you're saying to the Lord. You don't want to be under the shadow of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. You want to be under the shadow of Esau, man. You want Esau to be your master and to reign over you. So if you take that chip, the Lord's going to destroy you, man. Yeah, so this is 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Yeah, that's good news, man. We just read, he revealeth the secret unto his servants the prophets. He will do nothing, but he revealeth the secret unto his servants the prophets. Yeah, this word, knowledge, wisdom, understanding of this truth, man. But it's hid to them that are lost. Yeah, 2/3 of our people, they're lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them, man. Yeah, Satan, the God of this world, has blinded, 2/3 of our people, through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Ultimately, the Lord's got them blinded, but ultimately they don't believe, and their lot is to be destroyed, then come back, then they'll be saved, But if our gospel's hid, you have a family member that can't understand this good news, this truth, because they're lost ultimately, man. It's hid to him, that are lost, to them that are lost. 2/3 of our people, man, are lost. you know, and the light is on the street, you know. But they willingly just walk by every day, like we read, you know. But the simple pass on and are punished, you know. The simple are people are passing on. 2/3 of our people that are lost because they're simple and they pass on, and ultimately they're going to be punished, man. But then they'll be in their right mind. Ultimately, they'll be in their right mind, man. Yeah, just as we're out there speaking, man, when they do come to realization, when all hell is breaking loose, but then by then it'll be too late. You know, there'll be that famine of the word because the Most High is going to stop this word, man. As it says in Amos 8:11, behold, the days come, say the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. There's going to come a time when the prophets aren't going to be out there on the street corners, man. You're not going to be able to watch those videos. You know, Trump is going to, Lord will, under this administration, you know, Trump is probably going to pass some type of law or something. He's writing executive orders like it's candy, you know. Popping out executive orders like it's candy. You know, signing new laws here and there every day. So who knows, he may create some law to where, you know, it's heavily censored to the Bible. Or they may outlaw the Bible. Who knows under this guy, man. But there's going to come a time when you're not going to be able to hear these words. And those men, and everybody knows the prophets are out there, man. And he's going to shut them words up, man. And it says, verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and not find it. Yeah, they're not going to be able to find it, man. And then it's going to be too late. You know, they're not going to be able to dwell in the secret place of the Most High and abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You know, they're not going to understand it. They're not going to get the truth. It'll be too late, ultimately because they were blocked, you know. As Ezekiel 3:24, and the Spirit entered into me and set me upon my feet, and I spake, and spake with me. It said unto me, Go, shut thyself within thy house. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. And I'll make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, and thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. The Most High is going to force his men, you know, not to push this truth. Because like I said, they're going to come wandering sea to sea from the north country. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and not find it. So they're going to come looking for you, man. They may see you. They're going to recognize you and see you. You know, I got people that see me. I'm not saying I'm a man of the Lord or anything like that. But if I am part of it, you know, people saw me, they recognize me, man. This is one guy, you know, at the Ralph's grocery store that I go to. You know, he sees me. The other men in your communities, your neighborhoods, your jobs that see you out there pushing this truth. You know, they know where to go. They may come up to you personally, but the Lord said, you know, I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth. To the point where you're not going to push the truth, man. You're part of that elect, man. You're not going to push that truth. And thou shalt be dumb, meaning you won't be able to speak. And thou shalt not be to them a reprover, you know, for their rebellious house. Yeah, but, you know, just wanted to go into how this truth is a hiding place, you know. It's a secret place. It's a very secret thing, this truth, man. It's hid to them that are lost as well, you know. With that, you know, Shalom.